There you go, friends. Hi. Happy Halloween. Yeah, I think it is Halloween evening. Raining cats and witches and brooms and stuff outside. We've got quite a rainstorm going on. Yeah, and but well, safe and warm here at the Doc South recording studios, and safe and sound. And I was just thinking, Halloween, of course, a lot of folks talking about getting the candy and the various many a horror movie on TV. And I was just remembering though, Halloween being mostly pretty darn good. We'd again, my brother and I would. Oh gosh, we'd go out and get my brother Ed and I would go out and get well, literally pillowcases full of candy. We were very good at being quick change artists. If we found a good house, yeah, we could change costumes real quick, in the bushes and hit the house again. Sometimes daring to even try three attempts. Usually by the fourth attempt, the man or woman or lady of the house would kind of get suspicious. Hey, you two. How come I've seen the last four kids I've seen are wearing the same shoes, same sneakers? Huh? Yeah, get out of here. And we honestly, we'd have, we'd be dragging home pillowcases full of candy. And that candy would last at least a week. Yeah. And yeah. And but I was just thinking that was great fun. Oh yeah, we had a ball. No, we never really pulled any mischief on people. We knew where our bread was buttered. We'd be very nice to the people. They'd handed out the goods to us. Well, we figured, and hey, if people only had a little bit to give, hey, they gave what they could. They gave what they could. Leave them alone. And we really didn't carry any soap with us, or toothpaste, or toilet paper, or whatever. Oh, but I do remember eventually the evening would end. You'd see people were in their pajamas. You're knocking on the door. Man of the house comes down in his bathrobe. What are you kids? It's 10:30 for Christ. Well, it wouldn't be that late, but it would be late enough. And we'd start making our way home. And usually we'd be at the far end of our route, and we'd have to walk through past all the Victorian homes in our town, Chester, and the moon would most likely be out. And that's when we'd start thinking of all the ghost stories. That's when the teenagers would come out of the bushes spooking us and stuff. But a lot of times that wasn't so bad. At least we knew we had human, not demonic, accompaniment. Walking along with us. We didn't. Yeah, we didn't. All you needed was maybe a dog or a cat or something walking in the bushes, and well, that became some kind of ghost or ghoul or whatever, stalking us as we walked down the side streets of town. Pretty scary, and we'd start thinking of all the ghost stories one person or another told us, and our pace would quicken. I remember one time I looked up at the moon. It was a full moon, fairly high in the sky, so it wasn't orange, but there were actually clouds. Say my nose is the moon, okay? All of a sudden there was clouds going like this. I swear, yeah, they actually came from different directions. I don't know how you quite explain it could do that, but it just took the moon. And I remember we saw that, and man, we started running. And yeah, we're hauling candy, but boy, we were ready to drop it and run. Because frankly, between that and the branches, all the bare branches of the trees doing the same thing, or like that, yeah. And we'd get home just in time. We'd get home real fast, just in time to see. Oh gosh, the tail end of the Wonderful World of Disney's Halloween presentation, and that would always be that thing from Fantasia, that cartoon. Night on Bald Mountain. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, that was such a scary cartoon. Why did they make that for kids? I don't think they did. Actually, I think I've never checked with the folks at Disney. I wouldn't even know who to call. But I think that was more a grown-up cartoon. Boy, that thing, where the devil comes out of there's some mountain over this poor little village in Europe somewhere, and on Halloween night the darn mountain becomes the devil, and and all the people are pulled out, all the bad souls are pulled out of the grave, and witches and stuff. Oh my God, what an what an awful thing to show kids. I and it and we'd watch that. Oh my heavens! Even honestly, even today, a grown up that I am, what am I, 73? I don't know if I'd want to sit and watch that all by myself. And I know definitely all bets are off. Take a TV out into the middle of the woods and watch that. No, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's just one of those. Whew. And and in the Disney version, the Fantasia version, there's kind of a quiet. There's kind of a little church bell rings, and that's it for the devil. He can't take it, and he starts folding up his tent and his wings and stuff, and everybody goes back into the graves, and all the witches disappear, and it all becomes just a pleasant evening in that town, that little village. Well, I don't know. It's even so. Even though I was going to say, yeah, even so, did you realize, I didn't know this. I was looking it up. Evidently, the fella who composed it, a Russian composer from I guess the early to mid 1800s, was Modest Mussorgsy. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I don't know if his friends called him Mo. I just don't know. Probably not. He looked like a pretty tough dude. He was a soldier and a composer, and evidently drank a lot. And he had a pretty rough life. He evidently did. Evidently, after he passed away at a fairly young age, someone else kind of made the quieter version. But evidently, Modest's version, from what at least one of them, he was always reworking the song, from what I hear. Evidently, I guess the original had a pretty wild ending. It's a heck of a piece, and it's perfect for Halloween. Except I know when I first saw it as a kid. Let's see, Wonderful World of Disney came out probably in the early 50s. I would have been 7, 8 years old. My brother would have been about 3, maybe 4. I know. Usually that night, my parents got a visitor. No, I was too big. I was too big, but my brother ran in. Yeah, he'd crack somewhere in the middle of the night, go, Ma, devils. And of course, that left me alone in the bedroom. Yeah, oh. And I so wanted to run in and jump in between the folks. Oh, my father hated that cartoon. Yeah, doggone. Hey, you guys, come on. Hey, back in bed. No. And they'd have to drag us by the ears back to our own beds. You got to be kidding after seeing that. He says, next year you're not watching Disney. And yeah, but it's a fantastic cartoon. That was, I guess, the only cartoon I can think of that wasn't the least bit funny. Just wasn't, no. Oh my God. By the way, I saw there's, let's see if I've got it here. I'm trying to see if I can find the fella's name. There's a fella that does a great, let's see. I'm trying to find it. I thought I had it written down. And Modest Mussorgsy, okay. There's evidently a fella who, gosh, I can't find it now. Oh, this is awful. Here it is. Here it is on the back of a bank receipt. Let's see. It's called Classical Chatter on YouTube. The fella that does, there's a fella that does a very nice explanation of the song. It's actually very good, way better than this mess I'm handing you. Yeah, you might want to check it out on YouTube. Classical Chatter. I tried to share it to my YouTube, or rather my Facebook page, so maybe you can see it there. Okay, but the guy's really good. I don't have his name here right now. I'm sorry. I should have written it down, but I'm hoping I can find more from him. I thought it was really really good. Anyway, you'll see. Okay, I'll catch you later, friends. Thank you and happy Halloween. And actually, now on YouTube you can get Night on Bald Mountain. Yeah, it's right. Bingo, it's right. Yeah, at your fingertips. I'll catch you later. Thank you, and well, don't eat too much candy. All right. I'll see you later. Bye now.